Commander, there's a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Virmire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine. A true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. You probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Looks like we lost the signal, Joker.
Understood, Commander.
Yes, that's right. We just hung up on the Citadel Council. It gives you an extra piece of dialogue in one of the later games. Plus, it's funny. Alright, let's go talk to everyone.
Commander, I know it couldn't have been easy for you down there. Making the call between Alenko and Williams must have been... I'm sorry, ma'am. I just don't know if I could have done it.
There is no right choice for something like that. I just hope I never have to go through it again.
No, I'm not blaming you, Commander. I'm just... I mean, it's hard, you know?
Saren's still out there, Joker. Hold it together. We need you.
Don't worry, I won't let you down. I want to be there when you make that son of a bitch pay.
If you act like you don't care about who just died, he'll get mad at you, apparently. I've never actually done that, but I've heard about it. So, sadness. Ash is dead. So, we've got quite a bit of stuff to get done here now. Shotguns. Let's save the game. And then we'll get going.
We're so close now. When we deliver everything, the Council will have to mobilize around us. It would be a fitting tribute to Ash if we were able to rally everyone together under the Council.
It's been a struggle, but we've earned their respect now.
And you've been at the forefront even back in the Blitz. You'll probably get another Star of Terra out of this. I don't think I've ever met a woman like you.
You haven't had the easiest life, but I like the man it's made of you.
Please, Commander, you'll make me blush. No bull, Shepard. I want to follow through with this. It's tough keeping it separated from duty. But when the mission's complete, it'll be different. At least I hope so. Ma'am.
That sounds wonderful, Lieutenant. In the meantime, we save the galaxy.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, ma'am. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, ma'am.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
We may be ants to them, but humans have never managed to exterminate ants.
It makes you wonder, are ants any more aware than we were of the giants that walk over their heads?
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Alright, Liara time.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Same conversation.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
He's become a slave to the Reapers, and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you are right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
So, other people. And we're going to do an equipment overhaul, but only for 2 people. And I'll explain why in a little bit. Oh, freaking elevator ride. Is it just me or is it going slightly faster than usual? I can't tell. Okay. Well, hello.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. My superiors will duly honor Chief Williams for her actions. Her sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Ash was a hell of a soldier. She knew what the risks were, but she did what she had to.
Of course, the grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Glad I could help.
Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Let's go check on Tally. As I recall, she has nothing to say to you at this point. For some weird reason.
Hey, Shepard. Do you need something?
I should go.
See you later.
She has one less conversation. I find it ironic that she has one less conversation than there are main missions, but Rex, who says, go ask the Quarian if you want stories, says more than she does. That's funny.
Commander, I wanted to thank you
What for, Garrus?
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me, about not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal, about finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Salion, too. I convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Alright, and let's go talk to Ashley. Oh. It's really depressing the first time that happens to you. Because you're all excited, yay, let's go talk to them! Oh, wait. It's pretty sad.
Commander, things got heated back on Vermeer. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. I'm gonna do a quickie little equipment overhaul, and because it's so short, I'll put it on the screen. I think I decided that none of these were good enough. Because I know they have a lot of damage protection, but the shielding isn't all that good. And armor is the one place where I'm gonna look for something over damage. You want good shields with your armor. I love how I keep upgrading that even though I don't ever use my grenades, but whatever. Okay. Just upgrade everything really quick. Now we're gonna upgrade Kaidan. And Liara. Alright, Kaidan, he looks like a badass. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm just like not really speaking. But I don't just want to talk just for the heck of it. I don't know. Blah 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 blah. I'm probably annoying the crap out of you. So how are you? High explosive rounds, because Liara's cooler in her own way. I actually get really bored of, you know what? Let's sell to
We lost a lot of people on Vermeer.
Rentola.
I hope it was worth it.
Let me see what you have.
Cool, he's got that, and that, and that. And now let's just sell everything to him. He'll have so much to sell, it'll just be crazy. Take it all. Take it all. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna stop playing for a few minutes and get myself a roll or something. Ah! Look at that, we reached the limit. So let's just Omni-Gel everything else. No, that's good. Sheesh, look how much stuff we have. But we've reached the money limit, so it's better to just Omni-Gel everything. how much crap I had. Sheesh. Useless, I swear. Alright, we good? We're good? Alright, cool. Now let's go see if our friend has any
Looking for supplies?
Super Spectre equipment.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Yes, he does. I'm gonna get myself a good shotgun and a good pistol. Okay. Let's go equip everyone now with their new stuff, and I'll ninja all the rest. Yeah. Ugh, I'm gonna be a freaking tank. No, not Garrus. Caden. Oh, and I've been recording for a while. And Liara. Okay. So, I'm gonna go back up. And then I'm gonna take a short break and see how the camera's doing on heat. Yeah, I could use a cooldown. And I'll charge it while it's cooling down a bit. Which will make it cool down less, but who cares? It could probably use a charge. Anyway. We have just completed the beginning of the beginning of the beginning of the end. And now we're going into the beginning of the beginning of the end. Which will take us into the beginning of the end. Wrap your mind around that one. Okay, we're gonna save right here. And we're good. You ready, guys? I'll be right back. Bye! And we're off again. I did not have a roll. I had a cookie and a croissant. I'm actually still working on the croissant.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his gap.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Woo! Let's go take on Ilos. I'll probably be randomly speaking with my mouth full. Because I got croissant and it's good.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council is finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible through the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out.
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Ooh.
Commander, are you all right? I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority, after all, not the Council.
Official channels are closed. They were quite clear about that.
Closed. And we're supposed to accept that. So where do you think the best view will be when the Reapers roll through? If we have to sit it out, may as well get a good seat.
We're out of the game for now. I need you to be there while I figure things out.
You know you can count on me, or any of the crew, Commander.
Come on, Caden. I can get a salute from anyone on this ship. Sometimes I need a shoulder.
Yeah, I always leave a way out. You know that. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want to do is muddy things. It's all that clear to start with. Are we the pride of the fleet or not? Are we valued agents or just peons?
I'm sick of it too. Maybe we need to take a little initiative.
You have something up your sleeve, Shepard? What am I saying? When don't you? That's what I appreciate about you.
Galaxy in the balance and your trip talking to me.
I just need a little practice is all. I think we've got some time.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Oh. Joker.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, ma'am. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
Well, I guess you better go then.
Damn it, Joker! I'll freaking murder you.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Something that it took me 5 playthroughs to notice.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order.
Her. Seriously, I never saw her. I can't even count how many playthroughs, because I haven't only beaten this series 6 times. I've beaten the first game, I can't even count how many times, 10? So it took me, what, like 8 playthroughs to finally notice her? Oh my goodness.
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed, with the Geth suffering heavy casualties. In the event of future Geth activity, the Alliance plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
Okay. This is our 3rd and final visit to the Citadel. We've only got a few things to take care of. Sorry I'm so quiet. I don't really know what to say. You probably don't mind though. I can be annoying at times. Wait, is this the right way to go? I think so, yeah. Let's go talk to Miss Xanadantius.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have helped if you'd just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
This will convince her to let you buy prototype Asari mods. I don't want them.
I don't want your blood money.
I do not like being in anyone's debt. Consider it a fee for doing your civic duty if it makes you feel any better. Or give it away to some charity. I care not. The funds are already on their way. They are your problem now.
Really? I care not? Who says that? I don't care if you're some high and mighty Asari. No one says I care not in 2183. Okay. Now we're not going straight to Flux. We're gonna go to the markets. Because there's a few little side quests that we're gonna take care of. Why, hello there, Conrad Werner.
Commander, I've been waiting for you to get back. I've got an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
I believe you, Conrad, but there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
So, he wasn't gathering information on you after all. He was entirely innocent, just some innocent little fanboy. Bit of a weirdo, but okay. Oh dear.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest.
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences, politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a good theory, but these people are making it sound like a racial issue.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
I hate terra firma. But whatever. Let's just leave him alone. And go talk to Anderson.
Pardon me, soldier. Can I take a moment of your time? Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
If you know the monthly limits, why'd you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
If you do decide to let him get the stimulant, you have to go talk to, Dr. Michelle.
Still can't believe that could happen out in the open like that.
And buy it from her. Or you can buy a, what do you call it? Depressant. Or some kind of, a thing that makes him fall asleep. Make him tired. And then he gets mad at you. Okay, let's save right here.
I'm glad you came, Shepard.
heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Here we go. Stealing the Normandy. Whew. You guys ready? Let's get down to CSEC. And then we're gonna head into the beginning of the end. And I'm silent again. Alright, let's talk about stupid stuff. Lately, I have been addicted to watching speedruns of video
Presidium
games.
technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
That would be the AI that we shut down. As I was saying, I'm addicted to watching speedruns of video games, particularly the Spyro game, Spyro the Dragon. It's just so fun. I don't understand why it's so fun. I know there's a lot better things that I could do with my time than watch speedruns of video games on YouTube, but at the same time, it's just, oh, it's so much fun. I just love it so much. Alright, you ready to steal the Normandy? Let's do it. Hey, no more mechanic.
Stand by, shore party. Contamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't set...
Ha! I love it.
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
there we go. The Normandy is ours. Once again. Alright, just so you know, you can, this happens always right after Vermeer. But as you know, you can do Vermeer after only 2 plot important missions rather than 3.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
Ha. But you can literally have just 2 plot important missions plus Vermeer done, and do this, and then do every side quest, and the last plot important mission, everything. Alright? So this isn't the beginning of the end. You don't have to go to Ilos right away. You can completely just not even care. So, you know, but this, I always save this for right at the end because it makes sense.
Oh, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Sorry, I'm being quiet now, but I actually have a reason. My mom is texting me and she's being all annoying. She texted me 7 minutes ago. Or no, she texted me at 3:02. And then 5 minutes later, why aren't you responding? It's 5 freaking minutes!
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, we're fighting giant missions
Same
from outside.
thing.
We may be ants.
Makes you wonder. Are ants any
We'll talk later, Kate.
I'd like that.
He has nothing to say about stealing the Normandy. Just like Talia had nothing to say about Vermeer. Oh, Doctor?
It's strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another.
Man, that was just like the deepest and most amazing conversation I've ever had with someone. I mean, just how does BioWare do it? Make the conversation so engaging and amazing. I mean, just, oh my goodness, I love it so much. Oh, my mom just texted me again, 2 minutes after the first, hello, why aren't you answering? I'm gonna pause the game for a second and call her because this is ridiculous, okay? I'll be right back, guys. Oh, that's just perfect. My mom gets mad at me for it. That's great. Yeah, that really makes me feel good. Because it's my freaking fault that my phone's not working, right? It wouldn't let me text her back. It has some kind of glitch where I can't type anything. And so I have to restart my phone to get the glitch to, it's annoying. Alright, I'm gonna not let this piss me off. I'm gonna keep playing the game.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
Stealing the Normandy is a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's go talk to Rexy.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
He'll get us through, Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Okay.
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, ma'am. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Your father probably has some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright. The only person on board who doesn't really have anything to say about this is Mr. Alliance Requisition Officer over here. He just wants to sell you stuff as normal. It's funny that I almost never buy anything from him. He's like, hey, I can get you anything you want. And I'm just like, here, take these weapons. I will sell them all to you. He probably hates me. Because in these games, I generally don't buy a lot of stuff. I like to find it, you know, when I'm on missions and stuff. In the second game, you're kind of forced to buy a lot of stuff. But even so, you can find a lot of it in the field, you know, when you're out on missions and stuff. Okay. I would advise you to save right here, even though he's saved like a billion times right now. Just save, because this is the end, basically. The end game launch tunnel. You can't go to the Citadel anymore. You can go anywhere you want other than the Citadel. But we've been everywhere. We've done everything. We've gotten everything we need, and now it's time to go to Ilos. By the way, the cutscene coming up right now, let me just say that if you're easily offended, don't watch the next 5 minutes of this walkthrough, alright? Here we go.
Commander?
You probably shouldn't call me that. Probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
Yeah, hell of a thing. We broke our oath to defend the Alliance so we can keep it. What happens if this doesn't work out, Shepard? We mutinied, stole a prototype warship. If they wanted to get technical, they could throw in kidnapping. We're a hell of an example of humanity's best and brightest, huh?
I keep reminding myself we're doing the right thing. They don't believe me yet.
Well, if I didn't think you were doing the right thing, I wouldn't be here. It'll really hit the fan when we get to Ilos. If things don't go well, I want you to know, well, I've enjoyed serving under you.
Kaidan, you stopped being a subordinate a long time ago. Don't you think it's time to act like it?
Battlefield flirting is one thing, Shepard. There are regs against fraternization. Huh, I suppose breach of protocol will be pretty far on the list of charges at our courts-martial. You know what? You're right. About everything. I think about losing you and I can't stand it. And the galaxy will just keep going. Everything, even the Reapers, will come around again. But you and I, we are important right now. This is what will never happen again. Us. Shepard, you make me feel human.
Bunk here tonight, Kaidan. With me.
Is that an order, Commander?
I'm not looking for a pet, Kaidan. I'd have gone elsewhere for that.
I'm glad you did. This can't change anything, Shepard. This is a good crew, the finest I've served with. I don't want to mess it up. It's been a long time since I've met a woman who,
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
You're a sweetheart, Gabe.
Joker's waiting for you on the bridge. I swear, though, if anything happens to you, take care, Shepard.
And so, yeah.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? We'll never get in close enough for a drop.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Here we go. I like how it has unique music right there. Okay. Let's do this. You ready? I'm ready. That's great.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found some way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Alright, so there's one thing that people always have to say about the sex scenes in this game. And it's that, right after the scene plays, you get to see Shepard, looking at, whoever their romance is. You know, their romantic interest is still naked and everything. Shepard's fully dressed. And they always say, it's kind of creepy. And I guess if you look at it from a certain point of view, yeah, it is. But I always thought that, like, you know, they didn't just get up. They're like, how did Shepard get dressed so fast? She freaking teleport back into her clothes or something? No, they fell asleep. That's the next morning. They just woke up. Shepard already got dressed, and then Caden woke up. That's how it works. At least that's what I think. Okay. So straight ahead, peoples. It can be kind of confusing on how to get where you need to go. Just keep watching the map. See, I already got lost. Okay, go back. Back. Oh, we've got a guess. Go on, shoot him. ignore things like things like loot, you know, things you can hack, anything like that. Who cares? This is the end of the whole game that we're launching ourselves into right now. End game launch tunnel, people. So loot doesn't matter, you know. If you get it, good, but you're probably not going to find anything better than what you already have, so don't bother. Whatever. Electronics all the way, I guess. And Caden? No. Alright. Just keep walking. I'm going to take out my shotgun.
Engaging target.
Just look how powerful this stuff is. Just Omni Gel your way through everything, it doesn't matter. Alright, now where? Now I just gotta be aware of where you're going. Great, I have a call from someone. I'll be right back.